Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Weber. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Sit up.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby, sack. Eat.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Looking to throw. Morgan. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll set up a throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now out comes Minnesota. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Morgan looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
Come on.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On first down, it's Weber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Cook following the penalty. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 64 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Morgan on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Morgan now to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Morgan to throw on 3rd down. Complete. Smith has it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Weber, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morgan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Morgan Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Weber. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st down, Weber. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Safarian Jenkins has it. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Weber, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. To throw is Morgan. Throwing on 3rd and long. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Holding offense.
Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Going deep for Diggs, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morgan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run. Cook.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Morgan throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Weber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go, T. Hey, just now. It's me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Morgan, off play action. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Here's Morgan, off the play fake. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Morgan now, operating from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed. I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all, and that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baby! Good job.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and long. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
60 out long. Focus, defense, focus.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll run on first down. Emery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mike 54. It's just me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass.
Now Weber. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On 2nd down, it's Weber, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Let go.
It's a gain of 6. And the Cowboys first down.
On first down, it's Weber. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll set up to throw, and now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to throw. Morgan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So that one will be accepted. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morgan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Morgan going to throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys Looked like he got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5.
Right there, 54 Mike. Down to lose 1.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. They'll run on first down. Weber, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 18-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Weber. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They recovered a fumble on their side of the field last time. Led to a field goal. We'll see if they can force another turnover now.
And you got to love the way that they're playing. You go back to that last series, it's almost like baseball when a guy is hitting really well. See ball, hit ball, right?
Pretty simple.
In this case, they'll make it simple on defense. See ball, get ball. And that's exactly what they did.
Going back to the archaic time.
Yes, sir. Make it simple.
It's a game of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. To throw is Morgan on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Looking to throw. Morgan. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Back to throw. Morgan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.